What if I told you the universe is already listening to you, even when you think it's silent? Every thought you have, every word you speak, every belief you carry is a message, a signal, a vibration. You're not just living in the universe, you're in conversation with it. The question is, are you whispering your truth into the void, or are you speaking with clarity, alignment, and purpose? Because here's the truth, the universe doesn't respond to noise. It responds to resonance, to frequency, to intention, to you, when you're truly you. This isn't magic. This is something deeper, something timeless, something the mystics, the philosophers, the seekers have always known. When the inner world is aligned, the outer world shifts. Today, we're not talking about wishful thinking or cosmic vending machines. We're talking about alignment, intention, awareness, the deep living intelligence that flows through all things, including you. Ancient Stoics, Eastern sages, indigenous wisdom traditions, all point to one universal principle. Your reality is not just something that happens to you. It's something that happens through you. You are not separate from the universe. You are a thread in its vast fabric, a note in its eternal song. And just like any relationship, communication is key. But communication with the universe doesn't start with words. It starts with clarity, with the silent language of energy, of presence, of belief, with the inner alignment that turns whispers into echoes, that turns intention into manifestation. So how do you make the universe listen? Not just hear you, really listen. You tune your signal, you clear the noise, and you begin to speak in the only language the universe has ever truly understood. Truth aligned with action. Every single thought you have sends a ripple into the fabric of reality. It might be invisible, it might be silent, but it's real. Your thoughts are like tuning forks. They set the tone of your energy. And just like music, certain notes resonate, others don't. The universe doesn't react to random chatter. It responds to consistency, to patterns, to the harmony or disharmony of your internal world. The ancient Stoics called this the Logos, a divine order that runs through all things. And they believed that the wise align their thinking with that order. Eastern traditions taught something similar, that a clear mind creates a clear life, that suffering comes when our thoughts are muddy, reactive, out of tune with the deeper rhythm of nature. So ask yourself, what is the dominant frequency of your mind? Is it gratitude, fear, expectation, despair? The universe doesn't judge, but it does echo. A scattered mind sends a scattered signal, but a clear mind, a focused, aligned, intentional mind, that becomes a beacon. So start with your thoughts. Don't try to force positivity. That's not the point. Clarity isn't about being cheerful all the time. It's about being real. It's about choosing thoughts that are in service to the life you're trying to build. When your thoughts become rooted in truth, presence, and vision, the universe hears that, and it begins to respond. Wishing is passive. Intention is powerful. A wish says, I hope it happens. An intention says, I am becoming this. The difference? A wish is a question. An intention is a command, not to the universe, but to yourself. Intention is focused energy. It's clarity in motion. It's choosing a direction and aligning your entire being toward it. The mystics of India speak of sankalpa, a solemn vow or resolve made by the soul, not just a goal, but a sacred direction. When intention is pure, clear, and backed by energy, it begins to pull things toward it. People call it luck, coincidence, serendipity. But what they're really seeing is alignment. This is not a trick. This is the law of cause and effect, operating on a spiritual level. So what are you intending? Really? Not just what you say, what you believe, what you expect. Because intention isn't just a thought, it's a vibration, a lens, a pattern you imprint on reality. When you move through life with deep intention, your words carry weight, your steps carry direction, your energy becomes unmistakable. The universe recognizes intention because it's speaking that language all the time. Set your intention like an arrow, not a balloon. Aim it, release it, and walk in the direction it flies. Belief is invisible, but it's the blueprint behind everything you experience. You don't see it, but it shapes how you see. Belief is the lens through which your thoughts are filtered, through which your words are spoken, through which your actions are taken. You can intend all day long, but if your belief says, "I'm not worthy, it's not possible, nothing works for me," then that becomes your truth. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because you're unconsciously commanding it. The Stoics called this inner citadel, the fortress of the mind. If your beliefs are weak, the storms of the world will break you. But if your beliefs are aligned with strength, clarity, and possibility, the universe begins to reflect that back. Belief isn't just what you say you believe, it's what you expect when you close your eyes. It's how you feel in silence when no one is watching. So ask yourself, what do I believe is possible for me? What do I believe about the universe? Is it against me, indifferent, or guiding me? Change your beliefs, and you don't just change your thoughts. You change your posture, your patterns, your path. Belief is the architecture. Intention is the blueprint. And action? That's the construction crew. It's easy to sit in silence and hope. It's even easy to dream. But the moment you take a step, everything changes. The universe doesn't just respond to your intentions, it responds to your participation. Action is the echo of belief. It's your signal that says, "I'm not just thinking about it, I'm ready to live it." The Stoics were fierce about this. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. You become what you do, not what you say you'll do. So if you say you're aligning with abundance, are your choices showing that? If you say you're ready for love, are your actions open or guarded? If you say you trust the universe, are you walking in faith or standing still in fear? Every step is a message. Every move is a statement. Even the smallest act, if done in alignment, is an act of power. You don't have to take giant leaps. You just need to take true steps. Aligned steps. Steps that reflect who you're becoming, not who you've been. Action doesn't just attract things to you. It transforms you. It tells the universe, this is not just an idea. This is a way of being. Sometimes, after you set your intention, after you believe, after you act, you hear nothing. And that silence can feel cruel. It can feel like rejection, like absence. But what if that silence is part of the conversation? The universe isn't always loud. It doesn't always send lightning bolts or obvious signs. Often, it speaks through stillness, through intuition, through what's not happening, so that you go within. In Taoist philosophy, there's a deep respect for non-action, wu-wei, action through stillness. The understanding that sometimes the greatest power is in allowing, not forcing. Surrender isn't weakness, it's trust. It's releasing your grip on how you think things should go and allowing life to unfold how it needs to go. Silence isn't the universe ignoring you. It's the space where you are asked to listen. When you surrender, you shift from control to flow, from resistance to resonance. Some doors take longer to open, not because they're locked, but because you're still becoming the version of yourself who can walk through them. So, what does it look like when the universe listens? It's not always fireworks, not always miracles or magic falling from the sky. More often, it's subtle, gentle, precise. A conversation with the right person at the right time. A sudden insight while you're walking alone. A door that opens where a wall used to be. A nudge in your gut that you finally choose to trust. This is how the universe whispers. Through synchronicity, through flow, through what some call coincidence, but you know better. When you start to align your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, life reflects it. The outer world begins to dance in rhythm with your inner world. But here's the key. You have to notice. You have to stay awake. If you're always looking for grand signs, you'll miss the sacred ones. The real proof is how you feel. The ease, the peace, the clarity, that feeling of rightness, even if it doesn't make sense yet. That's the universe answering. Not with noise, but with alignment. Not always fast, but always faithful. If you take nothing else from this, take this simple practice. Before you begin anything important, a conversation, a project, a day, a dream, ask yourself 3 things. Are my thoughts aligned with truth? Are my beliefs aligned with possibility? Are my actions aligned with who I say I am? If even one is off, pause, realign. Not perfectly, just honestly. Because here's the metaphor I want to leave you with. Imagine your life as an instrument. If your strings are too tight, they snap. Too loose, they can't play. But when tuned just right, you resonate. And the universe? It plays with you. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being in tune. And tuning is a practice. Every day, you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe. In motion, in reflection, in becoming. When your thoughts are clear, when your beliefs are rooted, when your actions are aligned, you don't need to shout. You are heard. Speak clearly, act boldly, and trust deeply, because the universe is listening, always has been. The real question is, if this resonated with you, subscribe to Eidosyn. This is a space for the seekers, the thinkers, the ones who feel there's something more. Here, we blend philosophy, spirituality, and clarity of purpose, so your soul stays awake and your mind stays sharp. Leave a magic 8-ball in the comments if you've ever felt like you were sending signals into the void. And tell me, what are you asking the universe for right now? Until next time, keep aligning, keep trusting, and keep listening. Because when you do, the universe doesn't just listen, it answers. Speak with purpose, move with presence, become your message. Eidosyn.